On the internet, I've been exposed to a bunch of TikTokers from outside America complaining about the US tipping system. The main complaint that I've noticed is that the employee's wage isn't included in the bill, and the quote-unquote greedy employer should pay the waiter or waitress a living wage and not give the responsibility to the customer. I personally thought it was funny, sarcastic commentary, but the more I scrolled in the endless void of short-form, brain-dead content, the more I realized that these people are serious. So before I address the so-called issues with the very American tipping system, let's first discuss why tipping is so popular compared to just paying employees a minimum wage. From the outsider's perspective, tipping would scare away customers, thinking that 20% is just an additional charge, but that's far from the truth. From the server's perspective, tipping is by far more popular than receiving minimum wage, at least from my personal experience in the service industry. The average income made per shift, at best for a salaried position restaurant, would be $150 to $200 for a really good day at work, being extremely generous and optimistic, while the average tips per shift would be $300 to $400 in many states. But you might say to yourself, wouldn't it be better for servers if tips were completely removed and the food prices were just increased so that both the customer and server know exactly what they'll get paid or are paying? The problem here lies in the quality of service. Have you ever gone to McDonald's or Wendy's and have been treated poorly or with a lack of care? What the tipping system prevents is bad servers. Bad servers will get tipped less and will seek employment elsewhere because of the low wage. Good servers will get rewarded, make the customer experience better, and make more money for themselves and the business while improving the customer experience. All parties win. That's what people just don't get about the tipping system. In the end, tips are included in the meal because most customers expect it, not because it's written down. If it's too hard to do math, I understand. The land of the free isn't for everyone, but generally, customers understand the meal is cheaper because of the cost of service isn't included in the meal. In a world where servers are paid hourly and tipping isn't common, waitresses and waiters are prone to ignore tables, have slow service, and decreased quality of experience. Nothing is holding them accountable, not giving the customer the most bang for their buck, even though at the end of the day it's the same price no matter what. In sit-down restaurants, tipping improves the lives and wallets of all parties, but tipping does have one major downside. Businesses where no waiter or waitress are present should never ask for a tip, and it often leaves a bad taste in the customer's mouth. These businesses, excluding some, have no economic or social advantage for tipping other than not wanting to pay their employees a good wage. When a Wendy's or Chipotle employee needs a 20% tip from a customer, that only benefits the business, not the customer, not the employee. Since the customer doesn't pay it, the employee gets paid less. So, don't fall for all those tricks on the internet that tipping is bad, because in the end, it helps everyone, in most cases, except businesses like Starbucks. Don't tip at Starbucks.